You are looking at some of the great students here at King University, along with Twister, the mascot. They're having a great time with us here on the campus tour at King University this morning here in Bristol. All right. I think they're fired up.
We like that enthusiasm.
All right. I'm here with David Hicks, the athletic director here at King University. And David, appreciate you being here with us today.
Thank you, Chris. I'm happy to be here.
Let's talk about King Athletics. This program is well known across the entire country, and last year you had your first basketball game televised on national television. Talk to me about the whole state of King Athletics right now.
Well, you know, we're very excited about all of our programs. The basketball game on CBS Sports Network last year was really tremendous for us, got us a lot of exposure. You know, the website hits that day alone were about tenfold what they normally are. But we're very excited. Our athletic programs across the board are very, very successful, continuing to do well. This fall we'll be defending a couple of conference championships in women's volleyball and women's cross country. And, you know, we're looking forward to basketball season. Our women's team is going to be very strong once again this year. They finished second in the conference last year. Coach Pitts and the men's team,
a guy that we know very well.
Yes, he's very well known in this area. He's an outstanding coach. They finished in the top 3 in the conference every year we've been in the conference. So we are very much looking forward to that. They've got a very strong core coming back and have a great recruiting class on the men's side. Open up November the 14th here against Lincoln Memorial University in a South Atlantic Conference Carolinas Challenge. And we're looking forward to that and looking forward to seeing a lot of the community folks out supporting our student athletes.
And let's switch gears a little bit to the wrestling mat. And let's talk about your women's program specifically, nationally known.
Nationally known, yes. We started our women's wrestling program 7 years ago. And we have the last 2 years won both the NWCA and the WCWA national championship. Women's wrestling is not a NCAA-sponsored sport, so they actually compete under both banners. We have won 2 national championships each of the past 2 years. We've had, I think, about 18 different student athletes from our women's wrestling program compete internationally as part of Team USA. We have 4 alums and 1 current student right now who are in Colorado at the U.S. Olympic Training Center. With this being an Olympic year, they will be you know, training for the Olympics. Reagan, who graduated in 2014, is currently in her weight class the top-ranked female in the country, and will be in line for an Olympic spot for the 2016 Olympics. But again, I heard a comment from one of them. We've got one of them back here on campus now, and said it was kind of like being a freshman all over again because there's 5 of them from King out there at the training center. So we're very proud of that program. Jason Mormon has been an assistant coach on Team USA, is probably the premier women's wrestling coach in the country right now, and we're thrilled to have him as our men's and women's wrestling coach. And he does a phenomenal job with that team.
Well, let's head outside to the baseball diamond. The Tornadoes getting ready to hit the baseball diamond as well. I mean, I know it's we're waiting for spring.
Yep. Well, you know, NCAA allows us a fall season, so we do have 45 days in the fall where we can practice. They will kick that off, I think, maybe next week or the week after. But, you know, 2 of the last 3 years we've been runners-up in Conference Carolinas. Again, the team is outstanding on the field and off. They were down this past weekend volunteering at Rhythm and Roots.
Yeah, we talked to them down there.
They've been down there since Blaine Brown's our head coach. Since he took over as head coach 4 years ago, their team GPA has went from about a 2.7 to a 3.2. And he's carrying 55 to 60 student athletes on that roster. So they're just a model program for us. Again, they succeed on the field. You know, 2 runner-up finishes the last 3 years, and you know, the community service, the academics, and they're, you know, one of our many programs who is really what King Athletics is all about.
All right. King Athletics, very good shape right now.
Absolutely.
All right. David Hicks, thank you so much for being with us today. Hey, the Tornado, they're all the time. They're somewhere doing something, and it'd be great if you get out and get involved in athletics here at King University.